Hello everybody. Today's daily news capsule is brought to you by Abid Siksha. Let us start. Today's news includes: first, PM Modi flags concern over bias in AI, calls for ethical use of AI. Second, ISRO releases graph of temperature variation of topsoil in the lunar south polar region. Third, government imposes restriction on export of basmati rice. Fourth, participation of Indian Air Force in exercise of Bright Star 23 at Cairo Air Base, which is in Egypt. And fifth, Neeraj Chopra emerges as the king of javelin. So let us look at all the explanation of today's important news. First, Modi flags concern over bias in AI, calls for ethical use. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday called for global framework for the ethical use of artificial intelligence. As artificial intelligence is a very recent thing which has been evolving, so therefore there is no particular regulation in the whole across the world. So we need to develop a framework which is globally acceptable, as he flagged concerns surrounding bias in such modern technology and their impact on society. So because we don't have a global framework, it could be misused. So to curb the misuse and to curb the menace, if any created, we should have a global framework which is acceptable by the people everywhere. So days ahead of G20 summit, the Prime Minister also made a strong case for developing an integrated approach. So here is the word is integrative approach, that we should not have different approaches, but we should have one approach to deal with the issues concerning cryptocurrency. So there is no such regulated framework for cryptocurrencies also, and as RBI also don't have any regulation for cryptocurrencies. So we need to have an integrated approach for both cryptocurrencies and AI. Highlighting the issues of climate change, energy sector crisis, food supply chain imbalance and water security, PM Modi said such matters have big impact on business, and to combat these challenges there is a need to increase common efforts. So because all these issues, which includes climate change, energy sector crisis, food supplies, all is related to business, it has an impact on business. That's why he urged to have a common effort. PM Modi also urged for a planet positive action, highlighting the issues of concerning climate change, energy sector crisis, food supply chain imbalance and water security. Modi said that matters have big impact on business and we should have a common effort. So next news is ISRO releases graph of temperature variation of topsoil on lunar south pole. So the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, on Sunday released the graph of temperature variation on lunar surface with increase in depth measured by CHAST, that is Chandra's Surface Thermophysical Experiment. Payload abroad Chandrayaan 3's Vikram lander module. According to the space agency, that CHAST measured the temperature profile of the lunar topsoil around the south pole to understand the thermal behavior, to understand the variation of temperature, that is thermal behavior of moon's surface. The payload has a temperature probe equipped with a controlled penetration. It could penetrate up to 10 centimeters beneath the surface. So this brings us to the next news, that is government imposes restriction of export of basmati rice. So let us see. The Union government on Sunday halted the export of basmati rice. It had stopped the export of basmati rice, which is less than $1,200 a ton. So it has not stopped it completely, but it has halted all those export which is valued at less than $1,200 a ton, to restrict the possible illegal shipment of plain white rice. So plain white rice was prohibited from export in July 2023. So to maintain our food security and to meet our needs and citing the rise of domestic prices as the price of rice was increasing, Indian government stopped the export of plain white rice. The ministry also directed the committee, which committee? It is a committee formed by APEDA. APEDA is Agriculture and Processed Food Export Development Authority. It is a authority under Ministry of Commerce and Industries to submit its reports within 1 month, and said that decision of lower price export of basmati rice can be taken on the based on this report. They can lower the price. The ministry also directed APEDA to hold consultation with traders to sensitize them on the matter and work with them to discourage any use of the window for export of non-basmati white rice. So we cannot export non-basmati white rice. In September 2022, the center banned the export of broken rice also. So let us move on to the next news, that is participation of Indian Air Force in exercise Bright Star 23. So there might be a probability of question that which exercise was the Bright Star 23 and who were the participating nation. So you have to remember this, that an Indian Air Force contingent departed today to participate in exercise Bright Star 23. A biennial means it happens twice a year multilateral tri-services that includes Air Force. Tri-services means all the three services, which includes Air Force, Navy and Indian Army. Exercise scheduled to be held at Cairo West Air Base, Egypt from 27th August to 16th of September in 2023. This is also for the first time that Indian Air Force is participating in Bright Star 23, which will also see participation of contingents from USA, Saudi Arabia, Greece and Qatar. So not only India and Egypt are participating, but various other countries, which includes United States of America, Saudi Arabia and Greece and Qatar are also participating in the joint exercise. The Indian Air Force contingent will consist of 5 MiG-29, 2 IL-78, 2 C-130 and 2 C-17 aircraft. Personnel from IAF, Indian Air Force Garud Special Forces, as well as from the number 28, 77, 78 and 81 squadrons will be participating in the exercise. And the objective of this exercise is to practice planning and execution of joint operations. We could have a better connection in the military front with the participating nations. Besides leading to formation of bonding across such borders, such interactions also provide means to further strategic relations between participating nations. So this was the news. The last news of today is Neeraj emerges as the king of javelin. So let us see. Neeraj Chopra, in a historic moment for Indian athletics, clinched the gold medal in the men's javelin throw event at World Athletics Championship held in Budapest. It is the capital of Hungary. The golden boy of Indian athletics. He is also known as golden boy of Indian athletics and also known as the person who has a golden arm. So etched the name of victory by becoming first ever Indian athlete to secure a gold medal at this prestigious championship. So he is the first ever Indian athlete to win a gold medal in athletics. Neeraj's remarkable achievement unfolded in the early hours of 20th August as he went head to head with competitors from around the world. Displaying exceptional prowess, he recorded a stellar throw of 88.17 meters during his second attempt, solidifying his dominance throughout the event. So this brings us to the end of today's daily news capsule. To get such capsules and to boost your preparation, please join the Telegram link and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.